What's up?
Jabe Mullins, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Pretty good, pretty good. So we'll just get going. Scorebook Live Washington. I'm Andy Bueller, a statewide reporter, here live on Instagram with St. Mary's guard. Soon to be St. Mary's guard,
Yeah.
Mount Si guard Jabe Mullins. You're coming off a big season for a state champion and for a state player of the year. How you doing? And how are you holding up?
I'm doing good. It's kind of crazy right now, but I'm doing good. I'm working out. I'm trying to get in a routine because I leave St. Mary's in like a month and a half, and so I'm just trying to get ready, get my body ready, and I'm just excited.
Yeah, so the last time we talked in person, you were holding a state championship trophy. A lot has happened since. How are you holding up? And just to start, are you and your loved ones and everyone safe and healthy at this point?
Yeah, we're all healthy. We're staying safe. Um, yeah, just like looking back on it, it's kind of crazy that I mean all these like teams kind of like they got their state, like a lot of teams in California and Oregon, they got their stuff like taken away and they weren't able to play their state championship, and like it's crazy because like we were just 1 week away from having that taken away from us, but like thank goodness
Yeah, what was it like that?
we were able to play. And,
What was it like that next week? I mean, because Washington barely, all three tournaments barely got in at the buzzer before everything really started to shut down. And that following week, as you started to see state tournaments, Oregon, California, and the NCAA and NBA and all that shut down. What was it like seeing that unfold?
I mean, honestly, I just felt bad for those teams because I know if that would have happened to me and our team, like we just would have been devastated. Like just losing that game my junior year and then getting all the way back and then not even being able to play. I mean, that would stink. But I just felt bad for the teams, but I was also thankful that we were able to get our championship.
Yeah. Were you able to go back to school? What was the celebration like?
Yeah. So that night there was a party, like just like with the on the ridge, stuff on the ridge, and then that next Monday there was no school for us, but that Tuesday we came back and like all the teachers were all like super excited and all like seeing people in the hallway, they're all just like hyping us up. It was really cool.
So for those tuning in right now in real time, feel free to ask questions. We'll get to them at the end. Weigh in with comments and whatnot. We'll be sure to archive this conversation on the website, scorebooklive.com/Washington. Um, so now that the governor has issued a stay-at-home and now extended the stay-at-home mandate through May 4th at this point, what do your workouts look like? How are you staying in shape? And has anything for you really changed from a workout standpoint?
Um, yeah, it's changed a little bit. It was tough like 2 weeks ago, like a week ago. I didn't have a gym, but thankfully I found a gym I can go to. But I've always had some weights in my garage, so I've been lifting in there. I go like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. I'll lift, and then I've been able to get in the gym and just work out there. It's only a half court, but I mean it gets the job done. It's better than shooting outside because I was shooting outside for like a week and a half, and it was just tough because it's always raining and it's windy, and I mean you get cold, your ball gets waterlogged. But now I have a gym, so I've been going to that, and I mean my workout's pretty good, like back to normal.
Yeah, so do you know at this point, has St. Mary's prepped you with anything? Are you supposed to be working on anything specifically before you head down there?
They've told me some stuff to work on for me to be able to play next year, but mostly just like getting my body right. And they've just been sending me workouts and like running stuff just to make sure I'm in shape, and then coming in for that like training camp in pretty good shape. So mostly just body stuff.
So St. Mary's graduates, several seniors, a couple guards.
Mhm.
What type of impact do you hope to make your freshman year? And do you know if, which will you be a combo guard? Will you, run the point? Do you know what that's going to look like, or is it too early to tell?
They have I know they have some pretty good guards right now, but a lot of their scoring has gone away with I think their top three scorers all left, and so I mean I'll fill any role I can. I mean I'm pretty versatile, so I can do whatever they need me to do. But I think if I come in and just handle the ball, able to knock down shots and then just score when I can and defend my position, I'll be looking pretty good and get some minutes.
Was there anything you were looking to show them this high school season that you were capable of doing? You did a lot of different things and didn't necessarily need to be a scorer on any given night, but certainly were when called upon.
No, it was this season. I didn't really try to impress them at all, just because I didn't have any. This season or my whole life, I've been trying to impress colleges and do all this stuff. But now, once I committed, I kind of had the weight off my back, so I was just trying to go out there and play and stuff. But I think they saw that I can score, obviously, but I'm also a good passer and I can just play make for my teammates.
Getting that decision out of the way, did you feel like you could kind of play fast and loose and a little more worry-free?
Yeah. It just took so much weight off my back, and I just felt like I could play again. And if they're at my games, and I don't have a good game, that sucks. But I'm already signed, so it's no worries. So
we at Scorebook Live had you guys, I believe, the preseason favorites at the 4A level. And if you would ask most coaches, around the state going into the season, coming off a runner-up finish, bringing back, who you guys brought back, I think there would have been some agreement there. And you guys going into the season dropped 2 of your first 3 games, including a double-digit home game to Union. As a team, how did you go from that start to then playing your best basketball when it mattered most?
To start the season, we thought that we were pretty good. We're all I don't know, we were getting hyped up. We kind of let that get to our heads. We tried not to, but it just did naturally. And but once we lost those 2 out of 3 games, we were all right, we're not that good. We need to keep getting to work, keep getting better. And then coach always preached the whole season, we just need to peak at the right time. And then heading into that state tournament, all our sets and everything was just super in tune. Our timing was super good. We're all playing at a high level. Hayden was starting to play super good again. And everything just clicked at the right time.
Yeah, so coming into the season, you, Tyler Patterson, you guys were not secrets by any stretch. And, Bennett O'Connor, your point guard, was making a name for himself. And people knew that Tyler had a younger brother who was pretty good too. But, you mentioned Hayden Curtis. He really came on this season and was a huge part of your guys' state championship run. Just picked up his first D1 offer last week. Mm-hmm. What was it like seeing somebody like him who, you played with for a couple of years come in and really make an impact and kind of hit his stride at the right time?
It was just awesome because we knew how good he could be that summer because he had a good summer for us. When we went down to Arizona and played there and then in the Union tournament we went to. But then he started off the season. He was playing all right. He wasn't getting consistent minutes. And then once we went down to California, he had a really good tournament. And then he's like, you know what, I can do this against really good teams in the country, California teams, all this stuff. I can do it against Kinko teams and teams in Washington State. And so he came back and practiced and just worked his butt off. And it paid off, and colleges started to notice, and it's awesome. I just feel, he didn't even play last year. He was on C team freshman year, didn't even play on JV his sophomore year, and now he's got a Division I offer and in the WCC, and it's just I'm super happy for him.
Yeah, he hasn't made a decision yet, but you could be playing against him at some point.
Yeah, for sure. I can't say anything. I can't say anything about him. But.
Okay. We'll let him make his announcement. So you're headed down to St. Mary's, part of the freshman classes, Mitchell Saxon and Ingram, who we didn't really get to see much on the high school stage of him this year, battling an injury. If you talk much with him going into this upcoming year, just about your guys' expectations, and how has it been having someone that's just from right down the road?
Yeah, we've been talking, as well as Judah Brown from Life Christian or something. He's down in California, but we have a group chat and we've been talking and kind of what it's going to take, and because we know that Jordan Ford's leaving and Malik Fitz and Tanner Krebs, so their top 3 scorers are all out, and so we've just been talking and telling each other what's going to take, and we can do this, and we got to stick together and just kind of talking through it. But yeah, it's been good, and it's really helpful to have Mitchell with me too, because I played AAU with them and for 2 years now, and just going down and have someone there that I'm familiar with and good friends with, it helps a lot.
There's already some built-in chemistry there.
Yeah, for sure.
Right on. Okay, I'm going to address one of the comments because I like this question. Have you seen Jordan Ford's ball handling workouts, and have you practiced any of those?
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty tough. I did practice it one day, and then but I've stuck to the Peyton Pritchard one, the one he
Ooh.
posted the other day.
Yeah, yeah.
I've been doing that in my garage because I like that one better. But both of them are super tough. But yeah, I've seen them. It's pretty cool.
How have you been filling your time outside of working out with the stay-at-home mandate? Are you doing anything? Have you picked up a TV show, a video game, or anything like that?
Yeah, I've been playing the new Warzone that came out, Call of Duty
Okay.
Warzone.
How's that?
It's pretty good. Yeah, I probably shouldn't play too much, but I mean, when there's nothing really else to do besides like play that pretty much and lift and work out and stuff. But I don't know. I picked up that. I'm getting pretty good at that.
Are you guys in school right now? Are you doing virtual online classes?
No, I don't have anything.
Really?
Yeah, I haven't had anything.
Is there a certain part of the day where you're just kind of twiddling your thumbs around?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, I mean, I just been working out and then get home, play PS4. And then I've been eating a lot. I've been trying to eat a whole lot and trying to get my body right. But,
do you have a certain goal in mind with body? Are you trying to put on a certain amount of muscle or weight?
yeah, they wanted me to before I get there, they wanted me to be around like 195, 190, 195 before I went down there.
How far are you away from that? Is that something that you've tried to do in the past? Putting on weight especially when you're doing as much cardio as I know that basketball players do. I would imagine that'd be tough.
Yeah, before the season, I was like 190, and then I dropped to like 180 during the season, just because like we run a whole lot in practice, and I log a lot of minutes, and so I just dropped a lot of weight, and so I'm back up to like 187, 188, and so I'm just trying to get to 195 before like May something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to address one of the questions from Gbert41. What was your favorite high school moment? This could be basketball related or not, I'm sure, but I'm assuming he's asking basketball.
My favorite basketball moment was after we won the state championship when I went and hugged Coach Griff. I mean, that was super cool because like I just like envisioned that from. Okay.
When was the last time that you beat Coach Cole Westover and Jason Griffith in a shooting competition?
Oh my gosh! Like the last practice of the year. He won't play me because he says his wrist hurts. But
which one? Who won't play?
Coach Griff. He won't. He's like, oh, my wrist hurts. My wrist hurts today. I can't play you. But when we did play, I have a record this year of like 4-1, I think, because we would just shoot before practice sometimes, and the games last like a couple practices, like beginning of practice. But we just do where you start at 21, and you start at 21. If you make it, it's -1. If you swish it, it's -2. If you miss it, it's +1. And first is 0. And I was 4-1 against him this year. But he's going to tell you otherwise, but it's not. He's lying.
Listen, I don't know who to believe because I've heard that it's been 4 years of him taking you to town. So
no, he got.
So okay, here's my follow-up then. How many lunches do you owe Coach Griffith at this point?
Only one, right now.
He says it's a pretty high number.
No, it got up to like 10 last year.
10.
Yeah. I don't know how I lost so many, but I only own one now. I'm back down to one.
There you go. Have you been talking with high school teammates at this point? Just throughout this, how's your communication been with friends and teammates?
Yeah. I still stay in touch with a lot of my team, like Hayden, Tyler, Quinn, Bennett, Cam. I mean, mostly everyone on the team. I stay in touch with. We have a group chat. We still talking and stuff. But we're all pretty good friends, so it's cool.
A lot of those guys, you kind of grew up with playing and knew them growing up. Definitely came through the program together. Early on in your younger years, did you know the group? Did you project the group that you would have senior year? Because it feels like it really came together this senior year.
Honestly, I didn't project Hayden to be there. I didn't know he would be that good. I knew me and Tyler would be there, and I knew Bennett. Would be there, and I wasn't sure about Quinn because Quinn. I didn't know how good he would be, how big he would get, and how good of a shooter he'd be. But I was probably most surprised by Hayden and Quinn, probably. But I knew me, Tyler, and Bennett were going to be solid there.
To win it with guys who you've known for a long time and have gone through a whole program with, that's got to add something special to a state championship.
Oh yeah, I've been playing with Tyler since 3rd grade, and then mostly everyone on the team since I was like 6th grade. So I mean, it's pretty cool because you look at like old photos. On senior night, they have a bunch of like old photos on the big screen, and it just brings back a ton of memories, and it's pretty cool to win it with those guys that you've known for 7-8 years.
Awesome, man. Well, so you said a month and a half until you head down to Moraga.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do you imagine that changing at all with everything that's going on with the virus?
I don't think so. I talked to them, asked them that, and they said everything. They can still get they still have people on campus like working out and stuff. But they said everything's the same, like everything's good. Come down the time that they want me to.
Okay, last question. There's a lot of Zag fans across the state.
Yeah.
Have you embraced the rivalry yet?
Yeah, I've gotten some people reach out to me and kind of talk some smack, but it's pretty funny. But I don't know. It's gonna be a good matchup these next few years, and I'm excited. Hopefully, I get to beat him a couple of times.
Have you talked to Anton about it?
I haven't. No, Anton.
Right on. Well, hey, I wish you the best of luck in these next couple months, especially as you transition down to the next chapter of your basketball career. But thank you for joining us today on the Scorebook Live Washington Instagram feed. Really appreciate it, Jabe.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Of course. All right. See you later, man.
See ya.